So let's get started. Good morning, everybody. My name's Steven. Hopefully you've already seen me around or you've seen the other sessions before. I am the LionDesk trainer. So I'll be going over the platform. If you guys do have any questions, you will see at the bottom of your screen, it's a little black row that has a Q&A box and also a chat box. So if you have any questions, go ahead and click on the Q&A box. You'll be able to type in it there. I'll be able to see it and answer it real time. For the chat box, I kind of want to leave that alone, at least for now. If I do have any resources I need to send you, such as article links, videos, anything along those lines, I'll use the chat box to send that to you all. So again, just make sure to keep the questions in the Q&A box. The resources I will send over the chat box. So I already see a question or two coming through. Before I start answering those questions, though, I do want to kind of walk through the resources that are available to you. So three things. First is the chat box. So let me go ahead and here. As you're navigating through LionDesk, you will see a chat bubble in the lower right. And this will connect you with a live rep, right? So if you find yourself outside of office hours, outside of business hours, you can still reach out to a live rep. Just click on New Conversation and just start typing in your question there. Aside from that, you can always give us a call. You can reach us at 760-501-8582. We do have 3 different queues, one for sales, billing, and then also support. So if you have any questions about the system, most likely you want to click on the support queue. I'll go ahead and type in that number in our chat box, get that started with resources. So again, 760-501-8582. So these two chat box and the online support are available during business hours. You'll see that listed right above, Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also have online help. So on the left-hand side, you want to click on online help. This will take you to the LionDesk Help Center. So if you do have any questions, just start typing the keywords in that search box. So let's just say upload contacts, right? You will see that listed right above. Just click on how to upload your contacts and you'll see an article and video showing you how. I also want to point out we do have webinars in place. So when I type in LionDesk webinars, first thing you'll see is the registration for office hours. So we do host these every Thursday at 10 a.m. And these are always recorded. So if you look right below, we do have a link to our playlist. So if you missed the last session, don't worry, just click on that link below and you'll see all the ones we've already recorded. So with office hours, we do want it to be like an open forum where if you have any questions, you can just come in, ask our questions, we'll get them answered. Questions can be very basic to very advanced things, everything in between. That being said, if you wanted training, like a very standard training, we do have those webinars recorded. First step, success, automate your business, and then streamline your business. We recommend watching them in this order. The videos are listed right below, including the topics that are covered. So first step to success goes over the profile, uploading your contacts, basic communication, so how to send out an email, how to send out a text. Below that, you will see automate your business. So this is focusing on your workflow, properties, deals, and also marketing. So how to create drip campaigns and such. And then at the bottom, streamline your business. So how to connect with your other platforms, such as Facebook, Zillow, Realtor.com. So again, those videos are recorded. So if you wanted more of a structured learning experience, go ahead, just type in webinar, and you'll be able to watch these 3 videos in order. That way you can start learning how to use the platform. I'll make sure to review these again at the end of this session, but let's go ahead and start diving into your questions. So going back into LionDesk, I already see a couple come in through the Q&A box. And so here we are, Linda. I would like to print a letter on my printer to multiple contacts. So how do I do that? Perfect. So we do have that feature within LionDesk. It's called direct mail. So you would actually need to do the steps all the way for direct mail in order to do this setup here. So what is direct mail? Direct mail is physical letters that we can send out to your contacts. So first you want to start off in the profile page, right? So on the upper right, click on your name and select profile. Before you can even type up a letter or have it printed out for your contacts, we do need to have the sender's address filled out. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom of your profile, you will see direct mail sender's address, right? Once you have this filled out, you are able to start creating your own templates, your own letters, and such. So once the sender's address is filled out, you can scroll back to the top. And on the left-hand side, click on marketing. We do have a couple letters already created for you, so if you wanted to look into those, feel free to do so. You will see them listed on the left-hand side folders. So as I scroll below, you will see direct mail announcements, direct mail lead generation and prospecting, and then direct mail referrals. If you wanted to create your own, you can scroll to the top. You will see these 6 blue buttons. You want to click on the last one, create direct mail template. So once you click on that, you will get this pop-up window. So before we continue, you are able to print out these letters on your own, and we'll show you how. That being said, LionDesk does offers that service for you, so we can print out the letters for you and then send them on your behalf. So as you're creating your letter, you will see the price listed on the upper right, cost per letter, $1.50. So again, if you wanted to do it on your own, just keep watching, we'll show you how. So right below, you will see the recipient address. So when we click on the first drop-down menu, you'll see your standard or my mailing address. And then below that, are you sending this letter to their main office, the branch office, their investment, or their mailing address? So you have all of those options to select from. Below that, you'll set up the settings. So you'll see the first part content, so HTML format or an existing PDF file. So if you select HTML format, you will see that box at the bottom. You can just start typing in your letter here, right? So hello, and it will keep going. If you already have a letter created, in the PDF format, you just click on existing PDF file. And you will see this section appear. You want to click on that cloud icon. It's going to open up to your file explorer. So from here, you can select which PDF file you want to print out. Next is print. So you do have the option for black and white or color. If you are purchasing credits from LionDesk, notice that even if you go to color, the price does not change. So the price is the same for black or white or color. Double-sided, yes or no. So you're printing it on one side or on both sides of that page. And the address layout, do you want the address to be on that same paper, or do you want to have a separate page for the address? Right, so once you're done filling out those settings and once you're done creating your file, you'll be able to go to contacts on the left-hand side. You'll be able to select who you want to send this to, right? So go ahead, select a few. You can select this button at the very top if you wanted to select the whole page. When you go to these buttons at the top, you will see bulk actions. So when you click on bulk actions, you'll see all of these options appear. You want to click on direct mail. From here, you'll set up these settings, mail type, letter, or postcard. Postcard's coming soon, so that's not going to be an option. Oh, go back. And then the template folder is right below. So you'll select here. Let's go ahead and use one that's already created, lead gen. From that folder, which template are we going to select? Let me select another folder. So I think these folders are empty for me. But that being said, if they are empty, you can click on the Visit the Marketing section. It will open up in a new page. And from here, you'll be able to add your templates. Seems like I don't have any in place at the moment, but you will be able to select your template, and then you will see an option below to do a preview, which you will be able to print. All of these steps are in an article link. So on the left-hand side, if you do click on online help, right, you can just, in that search bar, just type in print in-house. So how to send individual letters or print in-house. I'll go ahead and share this also through the chat box. Like, I didn't have a template already set up, but don't worry, this will give you a step-by-step guide, right? So pretty much everything we just did, as well as a video. So I'll go ahead and copy this and send this to you all. So if you want a refresher, it's going to be sent over via the chat box. And that's how you go about printing in-house. All right, moving on to the next question. All right, Ted, why is V1 still being taught? So a couple of things with that. We do have V1 and V2 going on at the same time. Some people have access to only V1, some people have access to only V2. So we want to make sure that everyone is covered. Direct mail specifically is only available in the V1 platform. If there's things that we can go between the both platforms, I'll make sure to show it. But Ted, I will be jumping between V1 and V2 to learn about the platform. If there are some office hours that are exclusively in V2, so if you wanted to check those out, again, those are all pre-recorded. Just make sure to click on online help, type in webinar. And the last two that I did were exclusively on V2. So if you wanted to get to know more, just click on our pre-recorded sessions, miss previous office hours playlists. I'll go ahead and also Slack this via the chat box. This are videos of things that we've done before. And again, the last two were exclusively on V2. I can't really prepare for this. So again, because of the questions that come in, it's either V1, V2, or both. So I can't prepare like this is all V2. The last two sessions just happen to be all about V2. So I'll make sure to Slack that playlist to you. So if you wanted to, or not Slack, send it over the chat box. So if you wanted to see those videos, I just sent it over the chat. So yeah, in case you all don't know though, V2 is available for everybody. If you look at the top, you will see the beta version of the new LionDesk is now live. Just click on that button. It's going to take you to the new platform. It's still in its beta version, so we still have a couple more things to add into it, but the major functions are available. It's more so the bells and whistles that we're still adding on and new features that are coming through. But again, it's totally fully functional. You'll be able to start using V2. It's still in its beta stage, so again, we're still adding those new features, but you'll be able to jump back and forth and use V1 or V2. All right, next question, Ted. When will local MLS be part of the program? All right, so MLS. Let's kind of talk about the MLS. LionDesk does have partnerships with a couple MLSs out there, so we'll see like RealComp, CMLS, San Diego MLS. It is our goal to reach out to all of the MLSs, have a partnership with them. Not only to have a partnership, but also to help build up our visual market insights. So within V2, so perfect segue into V2, this is a feature that is only going to be available in the V2 platform, Visual Market Insights. So I'll show you all a preview of what this is going to look like. Currently right now, I'm logging into the RealComp MLS. So this is showing me all the properties within the Michigan area, which is RealComp. So right now for the Visual Market Insights, we are going to focus on our partnerships, which is why RealComp is the first one that we're working on. But we are looking to add more MLSs on board. That being said, the process to add an MLS is long. It's like really, it takes a couple of months. So how to get that started, email us, let us know what MLS you want to connect with. Email your MLS, let them know that you want that partnership to, to get started. Putting pressure on the group, is going to make them reach out to us to make sure we can get that ball rolling, right? So there's definitely a lot of MLSs out there. We want to be able to connect with all of them. How do we get started? Go ahead and email your MLS, let them know that you want that partnership with LionDesk. But while we're here, let's go ahead and talk about Visual Market Insights. Again, this is not available to everyone just yet. This is a feature that will be coming up and rolling out soon. Right now, this is kind of like an exclusive look that I can show you of what is yet to come. So right now, I'm logged into the RealComp MLS. We're still adding most of the listings into the Visual Market Insights, but you get the idea, right? You'll see the map listed on the right-hand side. That way you can just click on it, get closer into that view. You will see the properties on the left-hand side, right? So you can just click on a property. And it's going to give you all of the information. So we're going to see all of the images. So as I scroll below, I see all these images here. And if I click on that button, I'll see even more, right? So it's going to bring over all of the images from the MLS. Below that, it's going to give me the description, beautiful lakefront home, as well as any property details, bedrooms, bathrooms, your build, and so on. As I scroll below, you will see similar listings. So if you do have any filters in place, it will show you listings that fall within that area within those same filters. Not only that, but if we scroll to the top, you will see these 4 icons appear. So this first icon will trigger a transaction. So if you click on the left-hand side, you will see the transactions page. This helps you track a pipeline as well as the sales and commission per property. So every time you upload, you do have to type in the information, but from Visual Market Insights, if you click on that button, all of that information will auto-populate and be created on its own. This second icon will save that property for you. So in case anything changes, let's say the property was bought, we will send you a notification letting you know the updates. The third button will allow you to send this list or this property to your contact. So just click on that button. You will see it slide in from the right. This is linked to your database. So this to section will only bring up people that are already in your database. Just type in a quick subject line. You can modify the body of the email and then click on send. Right? It's going to provide them a link to show them the property details. It's not going to show them everything though. It's only going to show them what the buyer would have access to, right? So you as an agent will have more information than what your client will get. And then the last icon, this is linked to showing time. So when I click on that, as long as the agent themselves also has this added, you'll be able to schedule an appointment with them. So in this one specific scenario, they don't have showing time, but I do have their information. So if I did have any questions, I can reach out to them. Right, so that's what's going to be coming in with Visual Market Insights. Again, this is more so of an exclusive look just because it's not available for everybody just yet. But we are hoping to get this released within the next quarter or so. We are going to focus on the partnerships. So if you don't have a partnership with your MLS, make sure to start emailing them, letting them know like, hey, LionDesk is a great CRM. Go ahead and reach out to them. We want to see a partnership develop within you too. All right, moving on to the next question. This is kind of going back. So Linda, so it's the same question about direct mail. Let's go ahead and jump back into V1. So again, like I said before, you can jump back and forth. So take me back to the old LionDesk. So the question was, let me pull it back up. So with direct mail, when I print out the letter, will the husband and wife merge into that letter? Depends on how you have it set up. In your contacts, if your contacts are separated, right? So if you have a husband and then a wife, 2 separate contacts, it will not merge into one letter, right? They will each get their own individual letter. If they're uploaded into a single contact, then at that point it will merge into one letter. So I'm going to just go ahead and quickly add a new contact just to show you how. In that first name section, you want to make sure you have the first names of the husband and wife. So you can put John and Jane, and then the last name Smith, right? And then again, you'll fill out all the other information for that contact. But if you have it set up this way, whenever you create a letter, that letter will have, to John and Jane, and it's only going to be one letter sent to that home. So that's the only way to have them set up into one letter if you have them set up in one contact. Next question is video size. So let's go ahead and talk about videos. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to go ahead and click on Communications. And you are going to see in the 5th tab, Video Management. So we click on Video Management. This is going to be your video library. So you'll be able to upload a video or record a video. So for upload, if you have a video in your computer, you can just upload it into LionDesk. If you don't have any already, you can just click on Record. So as long as you have a computer with a webcam, or if you download a mobile app, you can also record from your phone. Anything that you record is going to automatically be uploaded into your video library. So it was about recording times, right? So you can send video emails. You can also send video text messages. The recording time for each one is different. So when you click on record a video, it's going to show you the difference. So you'll see emails is 2 minutes. Text messages is roughly 20 seconds. Those are just estimates, by the way. For text messages, the recording time is going to be 500 kilobytes. So again, depending on the way that you're recording, the pixels, the definition, the 500 kilobytes can be anywhere between 10 all the way to 30 seconds. So again, 20 seconds is more so of an estimate. For emails, the file size will have to be 16 megabytes, so up to 16 megabytes, which could record up to 2 to 3 minutes. So again, depending on how you record, the definition, and so on. So again, these are just estimates. It can be between 2 to 3 minutes. Text messages, 20 to 30 seconds. How to record a video, I won't be able to actually show you all since I'm already recording, right? But all you have to do is click on this button here. You'll see these steps listed on the left. So once you click on that, you'll be able to record, and you'll see that button to start and then to play. So once you upload a video, you'll see them listed right below. And so you can start attaching these to either an email or a text message. So let me go ahead and show you how. On the left-hand side, when you click on contacts, you can select individual contacts. So let me go ahead and select a few. You can click on the bulk actions at the top. Email or text contacts, right? So let's go ahead and just do a quick email. And from here, you'll type in your message, your subject line, your body of the email. If you wanted to add a video, you will see that in the toolbar, right? You will see that video icon. And it's going to pull up all the videos that you can upload into an email, right? Depending, again, on the recording time. So I have this video email here, happy birthday. Once I click on insert, before I click on insert actually, you will see a code appear. But when you send out the email to contacts your clients, they're going to see this thumbnail, right? They'll just be able to click on that play button. So let me go ahead and click on insert. And again, you'll notice that code. But once your contact receives that email, it's going to appear as the actual video. And then just click on send at the bottom. Same thing for text messages. So I select these four, click on bulk actions, click on text contacts. So from here, I'll be able to, right below, type in the message. If I wanted to add the video, click on insert custom LionDesk content. In that first drop down, or not that, in that first tab, this is for the codes. You want to click on the second tab, personal videos. And you'll see those videos appear. As long as it matches the recording length, you'll be able to add them. So again, your clients will see that thumbnail. When you click on insert, you will see that code appear, but they'll be able to actually play within that text message. So once you're done, just click on send, and you'll be able to send that video text message to your contacts. All right, so that covers video emailing and video text messages. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. All right, good question, Lenny. This is going to be for V2. When using Mojo integration, does LionDesk window appear in Mojo to fill out call notes? All right, so In case you guys are not aware, we released a integration with Mojo, which is a popular sales dialer. That's only exclusively for V2. So you can definitely do that in V1, but you would need to use like other platforms to connect. In V2, it's going to be a direct integration. So let's go ahead and jump into that. You want to click on Take Me to the new LionDesk. You want to go into the settings page. So now that we're in V2, in the upper right, you want to click on your name and select settings. And you'll click on the third tab, third-party integrations. And you'll see Mojo listed on the right. So this is what's going to come in. Sync contacts from Mojo to LionDesk. Select the group you want to sync or sync all of your contacts. Track and sync LionDesk tasks. And also import/track your call notes from Mojo into LionDesk. So how to start this off, you want to click on Learn More. And this is hosted by API Nation. So you are going to need to connect LionDesk to Mojo. So once you click on Connect LionDesk, it's going to move on to here. You want to click on Connect to Mojo. Unfortunately, I don't have a Mojo account, so this is kind of as far as I can take you all. That being said, if we go back a couple, if you scroll down from this page, it will give you a step-by-step guide. There's also an article link within LionDesk, so you can get it from API Nation, you can get it from LionDesk. The links are available. I'll make sure to also Slack this so you can all see it. There is a video that will show you a step-by-step guide, but as I scroll below, you're going to see a couple things that it asks you to fill out. So from my first time doing this, you will see how to sync it up. So it's going to ask you, it's going to be like a box. Do you want to sync your notes? Do you want to sync your tasks? Right? That's all displayed in the video, so I definitely recommend watching this video. Let me go ahead and Slack you all this link. Not Slack again, it's going to be through the chat box. So Mojo integration. All right, so I just sent it all to you all via the chat. So that's going to show you a step-by-step guide. But just go to LionDesk V2, click on Learn More, and you'll see that guide as well. So Lenny, my idea of the way Mojo would work is once you add the notes in Mojo, it's going to take those notes and auto-populate into the the event timeline of each contact. All right, good question, Oscar. Is it possible to have different mailing address from property address? I work with investors and their property is an investment. Also, can fields on the property be edited so that I can add building, square feet, lot size, number of units, zoning, etc.? So again, it really depends on which platform that you're using. So let's go ahead and just start off with V2 because that's the one we're on right now. So your question, can you have multiple addresses? Yes, you can. Let me go ahead and jump into a contact. So let's go into Derek. So when I go into his profile page, from here, if I scroll below, you will see addresses. When I click on that, I'll see the home address, right? You can fill this out. You can also add more addresses below, right? So for the type, you'll have the option to add a home, main, branch office, second home, investing, and then mailing address. So just keep clicking on adding new address to keep adding more. As for V1, I think it's already opened. Take me back to the old LionDesk. You'll also be able to add multiple addresses. So from here, pulling up that same contact. Below the profile page, as I scroll below, you will see address. So again, you can click on home. You'll be able to add any of these: main office, branch office, second home, investment, mailing. And you can add more address just by clicking on add new address below. Right, so this is just the address. There was a second follow-up question. Let me pull it up again. Can fields on the properties be edited so that I can add building, square feet, lot size, number of units, zoning, etc.? So unfortunately, no. On B1, if you go to properties, right? So if you wanted to add a property, add a new property. On the right-hand side, you'll see property information, address, city, state, zip, beds, bath, square feet. The question was, are these sections customizable? So if you wanted to add your own information, like you can. Unfortunately, these sections are not customizable. We do have that box right below description. So if you wanted to add more detail, you can put it in this box below. As for B2, it's gonna be pretty similar. So going into the new platform, it's going to be called transactions. And so if you click on new transaction, this is definitely different from B1, right? But let me go ahead and just do like a quick test. That way you all can see, right? So next up is property info. This is the information that you can upload with the property, you know, the street number, street name, the unit number. And if you look below, years built, bedrooms, square footage, this section is not customizable here. So for adding multiple addresses, you can to customize the different unit numbers, so on. We cannot. All right, next question, Oscar. And then can I do a query search on those custom fields? For example, I want to look up all the properties in a specific zip code or street. Okay, so a couple of things. So just because this question is bringing on a couple other things, custom fields. Custom fields are different from your previous question, which was addresses. Either way, yes, you can, only within V2. V1, it's gonna be very basic. V2, our filtering system for like the properties database, it's gonna be a lot more advanced. So this will only be doable from V2. So on the left-hand side, you wanna click on contacts. And you will see on the far right the filter option. So once you click on filter, you wanna click on add condition. So this is going to show you the different ways that you can filter out your database. So if I click on that first drop-down menu, you'll see the standard ones: assigned user, hotness tags, source, type, and so on. If you scroll below, any custom fields that you created will now be filterable. So again, this was not available in V1. It's only exclusively in V2. So from here, if you have a custom field for like bedrooms, you'll be able to search for those bedrooms. So if you have a custom field created for zip codes, you'll be able to search for those zip codes. So let me scroll below, right? So favorite zip codes, that's a field that we created. So that was a field that we created. Let me go ahead and select it now, and I can show you how to create it on your own as well. And that's a favorite zip code. From here, you'll be able to select is equal to, is not equal to, is less than, or is greater than, right? And you'll type in the zip code there. So for this, how do you add that field? You want to go into your settings page. From your settings, if we scroll below, you are going to see right here, just past it, custom contact fields. So if you want to create any fields that are not already set up in LionDesk, you can create it by clicking on add a custom field, right? Give it a name and the type of data that you're uploading. So you'll see date, dollar amount, number, or text. Once you add that field and once you start populating it with information, you'll be able to use the filters to pull up a specific group using those custom contact fields. And moving on to the next question, Harley, yeah, feel free to ask any questions about V2 or V1. I'll be jumping back and forth. All right, next question, Linda. Will full version be available in the future on an iPad/iPhone? So how to answer this question? All right, so we do have an app version, right? So if you download the app, it's available for the iPhone, the iPad, any Android phones as well. Just go to the Google Store, the App Store, type in LionDesk, you'll be able to download the app from there. The app is limited though, so you're not gonna be able to, let's say, create drip campaigns, connect with Zillow, connect with Facebook, all of those major things, you would need to do it from the desktop version. But minor things like creating an email, sending out a text message, adding new contacts, those you will be able to do from the app. So kind of going to your question, are you able to access the full version, full desktop version? Yeah, you can. If you, from your iPhone, from your iPad, you're not gonna log into the app, you're gonna click on Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, whatever you have on your phone, on your iPad, type in liondesk.com, log in. If you're doing it from your internet browser, you'll be able to log into the desktop version, right? It's not gonna look exactly like this because your screen is smaller, but you'll be able to access it. You can access it right now. So the app, I'm assuming that's kind of where the question was, is the app gonna look similar to this? Hopefully sometime soon, but all our focus right now is on V2, right? So our focus to make sure is that V2 would make it, take it from beta into a fully functional platform. So to answer your question, yes, you can access LionDesk from your iPhone, from your iPad, using Chrome, Safari, Firefox. If you download our app, it is going to look different. You'll have limited function, but definitely still useful to have, especially if you're on the go. So yes, you can access LionDesk from anywhere. All right, next question, Harley. Is there a way to send an email, or is there a way to send an email, a contact? Is there a way to email a contact that was recently sent to other contacts in V2 like there is in V1? Let me read that again. Contact that was recently sent to other contacts in V2. Harley, I would need you to kind of expand a little bit more on this question. I kind of see this going a couple of different ways. So I'll hold back on this question. If you're able to clarify a little bit, that would be great. I'll go through the next questions. If anything, if at the end, I can answer this a couple of different ways. I just wanted to see what exactly you meant by that. So we'll come back to that question. Moving on, is there a difference in using recorded messages through LionDesk versus uploading your own video? No, Rick, there's not much of a difference. So if you record it from LionDesk or you use your own video, it's still going to be the same file size, so 500 kilobytes for the text messages, 16 megabytes for the emails. The only thing with using your own videos is you're most likely to be able to edit them, right? I know if you visit our Facebook group, there's like this guy, I keep forgetting his name. He's really great with videos, recording them, editing them. So if you're doing something along those lines of like really going into your videos, that might take up a lot of storage space. So those types of videos will most likely be limited to emails. But aside from that, there's really no difference in recording from your computer, your phone, or versus like having a video already in your computer. Marlene, are we going to have access to V2 or do we have to pay? You have access to V2. So everyone that has V1 should have access to V2, no charge. If you're already paying for V1, you're also already paying for V2. So there's not much of a difference. You're not paying for one system or the other. You'll be able to access both of them. Again, V2 is still only in its beta stage. So at this moment, you won't necessarily be asked to only work off of V2. So As long as you already paid for it, you're good to go. You can access both. You can just jump back from one to the other. Good question, Linda. So now that I know how to set up a husband and wife on letters, what happens on sending texts and emails if each have different emails and cell phones? Great question. Let's go ahead and kind of go into that. And let's do it from here now that we're still in V2. Is this V2? Yeah, this is V2. All right. So let's go into your contacts. What you could do, you can create multiple contacts, one specifically for the husband and the wife, and then one for each individual. I think that would be the best bet in your case. So when you click on create contact, you'll set one for the husband, one for the wife, and one for them as a couple. You will have them in separate lists. That way you only test them separately if they are a husband or just wife, or you can text, or you can contact them at the same time if they are combined into one contact, right? So I will recommend setting up a tag. So let's go ahead and click on the settings. If we scroll all the way to the bottom, we'll see contact tags. We can create a new tag and we can name it like, let's say, married or together, something along those lines, right? And so when you go to contacts, you'll see that I already have John Doe and Jane Smith. Let's go ahead and say this is husband and wife. I'm going to create a new contact. This one, John and Jane, last name Smith. Primary email, secondary email, and so on. Let me just go ahead, primary email, john@liondesk.com. And then as I scroll below, I will see tags. So I can label them, what is it, the married together tag. Boom. And then create contact. So going back into the contacts page, if I'm going to send like an email or text message, I can just send them individually, right? Send it from here. If I wanted to do like a direct mail and send it to the same property, the same location, you can set up your filter, right? Add a condition. I only want to pull up my contacts that are like married or together. So tags include any of married. And say filter. And let's go ahead and go back to contacts. So once you have that tag, it's going to pull up everybody that has that married tag, and you'll be able to send them a direct mail from here. So that's what I would recommend for your situation if you want to have that type of setup. All right, and the last question, going back to Harley's. Okay, yeah, Harley. Okay, perfect. So let's just use the example you said. I send a Halloween email to one contact, and then a couple of days later, I want to send that same exact email to another contact. On B1, you see recently sent emails. Can you just select that one to send again to a different contact? So kind of, let's go ahead and jump into V1. Right, so in the dashboard, when you first log in, you will see on the right-hand side, like recent contact activity, right? So this is everything that's going in and out of the platform, emails that you're sending, text messages. So the question was, if I had sent out an email, can I just send this email to a different contact? There's going to be no button in here that's going to let you just like click on it and send it to somebody else. That being said, if it's already a template created, so for that Halloween email, that's already a template that LionDesk does provide, you'll be able to use that for any contact. And so first thing I want to point out is, where are your templates? They're going to be on the left-hand side clicking marketing, right? So LionDesk does provide you over 100 email templates that you can work off of. We do have a Halloween template, so I believe that one's in the closed client trip. If I click on templates, I'll see it listed here. So let me look for it. I believe as I scroll below, we'll find it's Labor Day, Halloween. So it's Spooktacular Halloween Safety Tips, right? This is a template that LionDesk has created. You'll be able to use this for any contact. Feel free to customize this if you'd like, right? If you wanted to create your own, feel free to do so, right? So that's the idea of templates. Being able to create like a standard template that you can send out to any contact at any time. So let's say you sent this to David and then you want to send this to Derek a couple of days later. So from Derek's page, from his contact, you'll be able to send him that same template without having to type it again. Just click on that email button. You do need to search for that email template though. And so I recall that it was in our closed client folder. On the left-hand side, you will see all of your templates. And so right now it's showing me all 100. I don't need all of those right now. I only need that Halloween one. So if I look at all folders, I'll look for the folder that it's saved in, which was closed client strip. It's going to pull in all of those templates. And as I scroll below, I'll see Spooktacular Halloween Safety Tips. Once I click on it, you'll see the subject line and the body of the email is already filled out. You'll see this first name code that auto-populates on its own. If you scroll below, you will see the email signature that again auto-populates on its own. So from here, you can just scroll to the bottom and click send. So kind of like yes or no, like we wouldn't be able to send it automatically from the dashboard, but if it's a template that's already created, you can send that template at any time. Even if you do have the mobile app, you can take out your phone. From the app, you have all of your templates there. You just click on the exact template and send. And then I see our last question. I work 2 different markets. Is there a way that I can send from 2 different email URLs? So Martin, I might need you to explain this a little bit more. So when you say email URLs, is that like your email domain? So where you have listed here, is that the email signature that you have listed? Can you kind of clarify that a bit? Custom domains, okay, yeah. So unfortunately, so if you're talking about the domain, which is your email, unfortunately, we would only be able to send from 1 email. So for your scenario, you can basically 2 possibilities. When you send out an email, it's always going to have this attached. So what you could potentially do is kind of switch back and forth. So you can just click on it, remove this, and add your other email. That does seem a little bit tedious, so having to jump back and forth every time you send out an email. You can have multiple accounts, so one for one business and another one for a different business. So that's like the 2 options there. But we can have 2 emails assigned to 1 account. All right, y'all, I don't see any other questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and just again reiterate our resources. I did it in V1, let me go ahead and jump into V2. So what is available for you all if you still have questions? That being said, I'm going to go over the resources. If you do have any last minute questions, go ahead and start typing them in. We probably have a couple minutes left, so we'll definitely get to them. But just in case, let me go ahead and show you all the resources that you have available to you. So what I showed in V1 is also available in V2. We do have that chat, online chat, so on the lower left. You will see that chat bubble. Just click on it, and it's going to connect you with a live rep. Just click on New Conversation. You can always give us a call, 760-501-8582. I added that number in the chat box in the beginning, so you can go ahead and get that number there. We do have 3 channels: billing, sales, and then support. If you do need any help troubleshooting, support is most likely the one that you want to go into. And then V2 also has its own online help center. So on the left-hand side, when you click on online help, this is going to show you articles and videos exclusive for V2. Ooh, let me log out of this. All right, so here we go. This is exclusive for V2. So you'll see contact management, marketing, transactions, integrations, or if you just want to get started, you can click on that one there. You will see that search bar at top, so you can just start typing in a couple of keywords. I'm going to go ahead and just type in webinar, so LionDesk webinars. And so again, this is going to show you a link for our office hours every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This session is recorded, as well as all of our previous sessions have been recorded. So if you look below, just click on Office Hours playlist. It does give you a highlight of what we covered in that session. So it's going to show how to set up lead assist, how to create contact filters, how to do this in V2, V1. So all of that is listed. That way you can really pinpoint what you want to learn. And if you wanted more of a structured training, we do have that set up. We do have our 3 webinars: First Step to Success, Automate Your Business, and then Streamline Your Business. So as I scroll below, First Step to Success, this is the intro, how to upload your contacts, how to set up your profile, how to send an email or a text. Below that, we have Automate Your Business, which focuses on the marketing aspect, drip campaigns, text to sell, and then transactions. And then Streamline Your Business, which is all about integrations, Zapier, Facebook, Zillow, Trulia.com, Realtor.com. Right, so all that is pre-recorded. Make sure to check on this page to view all of these videos. All right, let's see if we have any other last minute questions. Let me just go to the home page. Good question, Harley. Last minute question. Will any of these office hours be an open forum to talk about our wish list for V2? That's a good idea. I don't think that was a plan for this. That being said, that'd be a good idea, first of all. That'd be a good idea. I'll see if I can do that in the future. That being said, we do have a platform where you all can send us your suggestions, which is ideas.liondesk.com. So ideas.liondesk.com. So this is the platform where we want to get all of your suggestions. I'll go ahead and add this to the chat box. Ooh. Ideas/suggestions for V2. All right, so I sent that over the chat box. Feel free to start sending us your suggestions. We do take these seriously. So how to start off, you want to click on Add a New Idea. You do need to make sure to sign up because we do want to confirm that you do have an account with LionDesk, right? We want to make sure that the ideas are coming from the people that are using our platform. So once you log in, sign up, you'll be able to add in your idea. You can start typing in a quick 1 sentence of what it is. What's really great is as you start typing in your idea, you will see these ideas listed below. That way you don't create duplicates. You can see if someone's already suggested that same idea. And if they did, you can just click on it. Right, so let's say dates and transactions in calendar. I wanted this, someone had already suggested it, which is great. You want to make sure you upvote. So right now that suggestion only has 1 vote. When you click on it, let me go ahead and sign up. when you click on it, you'll see that it goes up to 2, right? So there's a lot of ideas, right? This is the 175th idea listed. There's a lot of ideas. We want to focus on the ones that are more popular, so the ones that people keep voting on. So I definitely recommend looking at this page, go through it, see what people have suggested, see what you want to see in V2. That way it sends us a message. So when we go to the home page, right, this is what is recent, the most recently added ones. These are the ones that are trending, ones that people are voting on. And then we have our popular ones. So when we're looking into adding new features, we're going to start here first. Which ones are the more popular ones? We'll get the first few of them, and we'll start working our way into adding these into V2. So if you do have any suggestions, if you do have any ideas, make sure to log into this page. And definitely start upvoting everybody else's. The more popular they get, it gives us an idea of what you all want to see. Yeah, Rick, definitely. Be sure to review as many of these as you can and upvote the ones that you like. Because again, this is where we go first in order to get our ideas. And then we also have an update every Monday that we send out to our users, just showing you all of the V2 updates. So we are going to say like, hey, these bugs were fixed. Also, these are the new things that you can do within V2. So make sure you're getting those emails. If you're not, just let me know. We'll add you to that list. All right, y'all. So that does conclude this session. I don't see any other questions coming through. I'll go ahead and just stay back for a couple of minutes. So if you do have any questions, I'll still be here for a few more. But that does conclude the session for today. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a great weekend. See you all next week. Bye-bye. Harley, I do know you had another question. Did you want to start typing that in the Q&A box? All right, Harley, I don't see the question coming through. I'm assuming you wanted a call, so I'll make sure I'll have one of our reps reach out to you and get your questions answered. Actually, you know what I can do? I can send you an email with the links so you can set up an appointment with a rep. Or let's see, is this question it? Okay, you're typing? Awesome. I'll go ahead and wait. All right, so V1, select the contact. Let's go ahead and go to V1. All right, so I'm gonna select a contact. Let me just jump into their account, Derek. And then you said you clicked on emails that you had sent. Okay. Right. Again, this is just a test contact that I have in my account, so these emails are very short. But I clicked on that, sent emails. Okay, just select email. So I'm assuming this email button. Awesome. So now that we're here, what was the question? Okay, yes. So left side, I see recently saved emails. I can. Yeah, definitely. So what's listed on the left-hand side are your templates, right? It's not going to just save any email that you send out. It's only going to save the templates, but it's going to let you know this email template that you had created was recently sent, right? It's not going to just save every email that you send out. So again, you want to make sure that those templates are created, but once they're created, the most commonly used ones will appear first, and you just click on it and it's going to auto-populate on its own. Can we do that in V2? I see, I see. Not necessarily. So with V2, you do have access to your templates, but it's not going to show you like the most recently sent ones. So let's go ahead and jump into V2, right? So let's jump into Derek, same contact. So from here, if you wanted to email him, we'll just click on that email button. And from here, you will see choose the templates. You'll be able to click on that. And again, you'll have access to your templates just like you did in V1. That being said, you won't see a slide that was like recently sent. You're just gonna have all your templates in your folder. You'll just have to look for it. So I remember the question was the Halloween one, right? You will just click on the template that you created and that auto-populates on its own. So it would still just be template based. We're not gonna have that section for recently sent. But if you do want to see that, definitely recommend adding that to our suggestions page of something that you want to see added to V2. Yeah, definitely, Harley. I can see how that would be super useful. So I would definitely see that. I'd like to see that added into our V2 platform. For sure. I'll make sure to add that as well into our suggestions page. All right, y'all. So that does conclude office hours. Thank you all for joining us today. Make sure to join us next week. Just type in webinar and click on that registration link below. And again, all of these are already recorded, so make sure to check out our other office hours. All right, y'all. Thank you all for coming in today and have a great day.